Welcome to Anna Wolf in the Cabin. Today's episode begins with a question that's been echoing in the chambers of my heart. And I know that sounds poetic, but that is truly the only way I can really express it. It's almost like just when I think I have gotten the recipe, like that I've sorted it out, or that it doesn't really hinder me in any way, well, then it comes back echoing. And it is, what will happen if I surrender? And I mean truly surrender. Not giving up, not collapsing, but opening, softening, letting go of what I thought I had to carry alone. Let me take you back. I was diagnosed with ADHD, and it was such an eye-opening experience. It's almost like someone finally handed me the manual to my mind that's always been creative and constantly in motion. You see, ADHD, well, now I know this, isn't a limitation. For me, it's a superpower. I can see ideas, I can feel them, build them. My brain makes constellations out of chaos. But before the diagnosis, I didn't understand the pattern. Hell, I didn't even know there was a pattern. Here's what it looked like. Start something, feel the fire, build, dream, obsess, come close to launching it, bail. Start the next thing, and repeat. I used to blame it on fear of failure. But fear was just the disguise. Underneath was a belief shaped by years of starting and not finishing. What's the point? It never works out in any way. But the truth is, that story was not mine. It was a story whispered by my wiring, not my soul. My soul? My soul doesn't know fear like that. My soul only knows how to create, play, build worlds. As I got older, that sense of playful creation began to dim. I started believing I had to be serious, structured, productive. I had to finish things. I had to prove something to someone, to everyone, maybe even to myself. But here's the thing. I had the ingredients, but not the recipe. I could move at lightning speed, and at first it looked super impressive, especially to my dad. But what no one saw was the crash after the initial high. The momentum fades, the doubt creeps in, and suddenly I'm overwhelmed, wondering, is any of this even good enough? So this morning I woke up and said to my husband, I'm done. I don't want this lifestyle anymore. I don't want to live in a cycle where I'm constantly performing productivity. I want to surrender. Surrendering for me doesn't mean dropping everything. It means reimagining everything. It means choosing one day a week where I don't do and I just listen. I gather my ingredients. I slow down and I make new recipes. This is what I call my solitude. Not loneliness, but a sacred quiet where the voice of my intuition grows louder than my to-do list. I walk with my dog, Wolf, and daydream. That used to feel like a luxury, maybe even a waste of time. But now I know it is truly the gateway, the key. Daydreaming is where the truth lives. It's where answers arrive without needing to be chased. I was speaking to my dear friend and mentor, psychic medium Karen Wolfhart, and she asked me the question that really made me think. What will happen if you just let everything be for a bit? What if you don't have your ducks all in a row? I felt it in my bones as she said it. And I said, you know what, Karen? If I did that, I would feel super unsafe. She said, I know. That's what your inner child had to do. She had to build structure and safety from chaos. And suddenly it all made sense. Imagine that, being a child in a volatile household and deciding You had to create the scaffolding just to survive. I did that. Maybe you did that too. And if you did, well done. Truly. Because what's the alternative? But we're not there anymore. We're here, in the now, in the cabin. And this version of surrender is not about losing control, it's about trusting. Trusting that the same force that gave us this wild, beautiful creativity will also guide us when we get still enough to hear it. So, I'm reworking my schedule, making space for health, stillness, longer walks, and soft mornings. I'm not afraid of missing opportunities anymore. My work will never leave me. My calling won't pass me by. It knows where I live. I invite you to join me, not just to listen, but to walk this path with me, and to ask yourself, what would happen if you surrender? Now, wherever you are, take a breath. Exhale when you're ready. And say this with me, softly, loudly. Whisper it, shout it, feel it. I call this a prayer for surrender, and it goes something like this. Time does not exist. Time is a concept. Even when I'm restless, impatient, eager, excited, I can feel these emotions without pushing. I've told myself a story that once kept me safe. How lucky am I to have had me to survive? But now, I am safe. I am guided. I am protected. I don't need all my ducks in a row. I don't need to run. I don't need to perform healing. I'm allowed to slow down, and I am allowed to receive. I thank my inner child, the one who built walls so I could live. Now, we're building a garden instead. I surrender. I surrender. And when I forget, when old stories try to climb back into my bed, I will whisper back to them, thank you, but we're in a new chapter now. I love myself. I surrender. You are not alone in this, and I'm here with you. Until next time, with love from the cabin, Anna Wolf.